Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. BlubberButter. In the last video, we saved, or talked to Taggart and, Seraph. So, I think that's all I need to do. And, well, I'll just move forward, because I thought this was actually a goal. I probably would have gone forward if I had done that. Excuse me. Again with the heavy rifle. I feel like I'm making a mistake by ignoring that. Okay. But I can go in there, so I will find a way in. How do I get in? I guess there's a little thingy thing in there. Then again, it doesn't look like there's much that's all that important. Okay.
Sneak. I see you, sneaker.
Okay.
Not real.
How do I draw their attention? Okay, let's see. What gun do I have that I can just shoot off a shot of and, I guess I can use that. Oh, this is the plasma rifle, which I also have quite a bit of. Come on, guys, get over here. I don't care. Okay. I only have one gas grenade left. What type of, what is this? Concussion. EMP. Frag. Oh no. Concussion, though, might work. Because that just stuns them. Alright, let's try it, I guess. Won't let me save, so I'm gonna save here. At, oh gosh. Here, how about 15? Run, run, run. Oh, no. Oh, go, go, go. Ho, 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 ho. Yes. Oh, man. Screw all y'all. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm using the wrong rifle, too. Which is, 7. There. Oh, laser rifle. Once the elevator begins, there's no turning back. Oh, yeah. I don't think I have anything else left to do. And I cannot move. Oh, man. Again with the long elevator rides. Come on, what is this game's deal with freaking elevator rides? Like, is it supposed to show me how vast this thing is? Because I already got that. I saw the opening cutscene. I know how big it is. Is it because it's loading? I feel like it's not. It's just a long-ass elevator ride. It doesn't do anything. Like I get it. We're trying to make it, you know, look big and, like, slow the pace and prepare you and get you all psyched up for the boss battle or whatever's about to happen. But I don't care. I just want to get it done. Like, we're in the middle of the climax. I need to see what's happening next. I don't care about this little elevator ride. Little. I wish it was little. It's not little. It's huge. All the elevator rides in this entire freaking game are so freaking huge. It really is a big facility, though. It goes down quite a bit further. Let me put this thing away. Oh, yeah. Just tie that in my magic mechanical compartment. That's a huge gun. The thing's like the size of my torso. I don't know where I'm storing it all. Let's see. Are we slowing down? Okay. I can once again not quick save. So I'm going to save the same one I think I just did. Oh, no, I'll just save that one. There we go. And, things are still horrible here. Ah, I traded the long-ass elevator ride for a long-ass, corridor walk. Which is just about as useful. These people aren't dead, though. There's no blood. Oh, they're dead. Yeah, they're all dead. Oh, they have ammo in them, though. Yeah, I'll take that. And that. And that. Not that. Okay, well, I feel like I was just a horrible person for doing that. Hey, now I can quick save. End cutscene.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Water pressure nominal 173 psi.
Who am I?
Communications web online.
I feel cold.
Drones 1 through 3 within operational parameters.
I don't remember.
Drone 4 disconnected.
Let me go.
Processing.
Oh God, please help me. I'm scared.
Core temperature stable. Processing.
Zhao, what are you doing?
Connecting to Panchaea's Hiron project, Mr. Jensen. The most advanced quantum computer slave to the human brain, and the closest to perfection we'll ever achieve. I'm going to use it to hack Darrow's signal and rework the message to our benefit.
Our benefit? You mean the Illuminati's?
Someone has to override the signal and be the world's savior. And let's be honest, neither of us would trust anyone else to fill that role. Computer, begin EEG sync.
So much pain.
Syncing beta waves at 40 cycles per second.
Sleep, please. Let me sleep.
Incompatible master slave chain detected. Alert. Unable to transfer control to Alpha Pod.
The system won't recognize my chip.
Neural systems offline. Rerouting control of the gene.
I can't control Hiron.
Increasing glutamators by 32%.
Zhao, get them out of there. I have to reach the control chamber.
No! I can still control it! I'm in control!
Stop the signal.
Security alert.
Through the primary drone hatch.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. Hold on a second, my phone's been going crazy. Okay,
Alpha pod
sorry about that.
security
I had to answer the phone call.
To access Alpha Pod, purge tertiary pods.
I don't know what
I
to
must
do.
be the one to alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms.
What council? Was she not part of the real council? Is there...
No! Protect Mother! Stay away! Stay away! The madman is here. Why does he want to kill us? Kill him.
Warning. Pod 3 safety purge in progress.
You have to have revenge, sir. Keep your head down.
Do I have to kill them?
Pod 3.
I'll do it, Mother. Just don't hurt anymore. Just no more pain. Please
Oh.
keep him away from us. Security measures are sufficient. Insufficient.
Am I not supposed to kill her? Oh, what did I do? Was that a glitch?
I can't take.
Is she dead? Is that her that's floating down in ashes? Hey, I did it! I killed it. Killed her. I got... She'll live. Yeah, she'll be fine. Was I not supposed to do that? I wonder if I should, like, go back and finish the boss fight the way it was meant to. I didn't... Okay. Are they all dead now? I feel bad about that. So I think I was supposed to kill all of them and then something would happen. But I guess I just killed her, but... Why was that such a big deal? Like, they didn't... Why was I supposed to kill them if I could just kill her? I'm really confused by all that. Anyway, I guess she's dead. It won't even let me search her body. This thing looks horrifying. Kind of looks like a bee stinger.
Hello, Adam. Welcome
Eliza.
to the Edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza? What are you doing here?
It is my job to monitor and report on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know. Please, come closer.
Is she a bad person or is she gonna help me?
Do you know where we are, Adam? We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip, the Illuminati, everything. He believed knowing the truth would convince mankind to abandon research into human enhancement technologies forever.
It would certainly give them reason to fear it.
Indeed. Darrow's confession is ready to send. If you want, I can wideband it across all media as soon as you shut down the signal. Everything you worked so hard to uncover will be exposed. But only if you deactivate the broadcast using this control. However, if you desire, I can alter Darrow's message. Conceal the creation of the biochip while putting in new content.
Content blaming the humanity front. Like Zareth suggested.
The organization has already admitted to harboring terrorists. It would be easy to convince people they turn to biological warfare in a more desperate attempt to get rid of augmented people.
I'm not gonna
Why?
lie.
What would that achieve?
In time, it could shift the focus of hatred onto people whose prejudices are seen as too extreme, leaving corporations free to experiment with human evolution as they desire. But if you want me to perform this edit for you, you must disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Alternatively, Darrow's message can be adjusted to erase all mention of the power group known as the Illuminati. I can report that lack of proper regulation allowed vast quantities of neuropozyne to become contaminated prior to reaching the market.
Taggart's preference. You think the world will buy a made-up story about neuropozyne poisoning?
You might be surprised by what people believe. I can convince them. And having experienced the negative effects of corporate negligence firsthand, a majority of people might force the world to place harsh restrictions on all human enhancement research. But only if you disengage the signal and activate the video edit function from here. Of course, there is another option. This passage leads to Panchaea's pressure regulation controls. Destroy them and the installation will cave in on itself.
Oh my.
Overwhelmed by the weight of the ocean pressing against it. Everyone inside the structure will die.
Why would I
That's
do
a
that?
solution?
No one will be left to tell the world what happened, Adam. Nobody will be able to spin the story.
Including me.
The choice is yours. Do you believe you have the wisdom to choose an appropriate future for mankind? Or do you trust mankind to find the answers on its own?
Well, that's, oh man. I'm gonna save one more save file. File 18. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose the ending that I would probably choose on my own. And end the game. And watch the final scenes and everything. And then I will probably make another video talking about the different, showing the different endings so we can experience all of them. But I want this to end the series as far as my full playthrough. And then the rest of it will be extras. To be honest, I don't like any of the choices at all. I believe that I should uncover everything to the public. The Illuminati, the microchip, like all of this shit. I should tell everybody about that. But my point is not to shut down human augmentation. My point is simply to tell people so they know what to do and decide what from there. So I don't really think that any of the options are good choices. I'm left in a difficult predicament. In real life, what I would probably do is edit it and just tell them what happened myself. Tell them what's going on. Tell them about the abuse. Not take any slants, not include anyone's story, but just mine, and tell them what happened. That's what I would do in real life. I wouldn't choose one of these options. Send Darrow's message. Sincerif's message. Syntagrit's message. Does it activate the ending if I leave here? Because I don't want to activate the ending. I want to choose. Ah, yeah. Self-destruct. Yeah, murdering lots of people and hiding the story is not what I want to do. The way I've played is to find information and uncover it and try to do the right thing. I've tried to play as a good guy most of the game. And so that's how I'm going to end it. Uncovering everything I've seen. I'm not going to lie to anybody to try to manipulate something. I'm going to tell the truth. But this is the closest to the truth I have. It's still not great. So I don't know what the repercussions of this are. And I know there's a sequel. I have no clue what the effects of the, like, what they chose as canon. Because obviously all these choices will have huge impacts on the future. Although I will say that I've seen the trailer for the next game. It's called Mankind Divided. And, in the trailer, I see, Adam Jensen. So I know that whatever's canon, it is not blowing this thing up. Unless I survive, I guess.
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind to cast all science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
Well, I don't think it'll happen. There will always be a black market, and maybe there will be more restrictions. I don't know. But that's what I'm going to go with.
So be it then.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. Took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. How many times in the Call of Duty did I almost fall into the trap of taking shortcuts, abusing my abilities or the resources at hand? I resisted. Barely at times, because I valued human lives and considerations. Can I truly despise others who fall? Technology offers us strength. Strength enables dominance, and dominance paves the way for abuse. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human. It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity. The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.
Wow. So, that was the ending. Can't say I liked it. That's not really what I intended. I didn't want to put a slant on it talking about how bad the technology was. Because in real life, I think it should be. Like, in this game, my opinion from this game was that there should be restrictions, but I wasn't willing to lie about it. I had to tell the truth. But I just wanted to give the truth. Nothing but the truth. I didn't want to put some spin about how evil technology is. Interesting. I don't know if there's something after the credits, so I'm going to keep on recording. If I don't have anything to talk about, I'll just cut it all out. But this was a really, really solid game. Now, I'll be honest, if I was playing this again, I would probably go with a lot less stealth. I do enjoy stealth games quite a bit, but this one, as a stealth game, was just really, really slow. I mean, I love sneaking behind people and knocking them out, don't get me wrong, but some of the excess, like, I don't know. I guess maybe it got in the way because I had a moral compass and I wasn't wanting to kill people I didn't think deserved to die. So, I don't know. So there are 3 different endings, but he was talking about how he barely resisted. What if I chose that ending and I murdered everybody? Like, I had played as, not really a pacifist, but I'd been pretty sparing about killing people, so wonder if that would have affected anything. I'll do some research to see about the endings. Anyway, I will have a video that shows all the choices, just so we can see what happens. But this is my full playthrough, and that's how I chose to end it. I'm trying to... It's not that the ending was anticlimactic, although it was a little bit. I was kind of hoping for something a little more meaningful. It kind of just ended, like, okay, that's that. We'll pick it up later. It was more like a to be continued than an actual ending. So I'm a little disappointed in that. Endings are a huge part of games. You need to put a lot of effort into them. The last Zelda games I've played have had incredible endings. They get that the endings are important. So I'm kind of disappointed in the company for putting so little effort into their ending. A good ending to a video game that builds up like this, and this was story-based, had a lot, it was controversial, they did a lot of things right in this game, but then they get to the end and they're just kind of they toss it out there, like, you make a choice, and then we throw in some barely inspirational speech. I feel like for this game, there should have been an ending that made chills go down my back, and I didn't get that, so I don't know, people might disagree with me, some people might say this is great. I love the ending to Hotline Miami 2, and a lot of people hated that. But that one did give me chills. This one just felt anticlimactic. It's not that the ending itself was awful, it's just there wasn't anything there. Like, yay, they showed some images of people and some speech that didn't even flow very well, so, I don't know. It feels kind of like they just ran out of time. A little disappointed. As for the actual content, though, like I said, there is a sequel. And the sequel, you're controlling Adam Jensen, so what happens in the sequel? Do they choose one that's canon, or do they port over your decisions and choose from there? Like, I'm really interested to see that, and I will be getting that game when it comes out. I think it comes out late this year. It might be next year, though. I can't remember. I saw it. I didn't go to E3, I wish, but I watched it live and saw that. But I'll have to look at that and see what it actually is. But I'm really interested in that. It looks good. Again, I don't know what I'll do about the stealth, because I did like the stealth, but I mentioned some of their mechanics, like the stealth takedowns, having to take energy. That was total bullshit. Like, I'm sorry. There was no reason it has to take energy to, get someone in the neck hold. That's not superhuman. It doesn't take robot strength to do that. Some of those things, yeah, sure, but like, it doesn't take much to do that, or hit them in the side of the head, or something. Like, there are lots of things you can do. Just break their neck, even. Like, there were a lot of ways. And then the way that if you chose to be lethal about it and kill them, then it makes a lot of noise for everybody to see. Again, no sense. Like, smacking them over and over again in the head and getting into combat with them is more stealthy than stabbing them in the neck. Makes no sense. So, their stealth, while I do appreciate it as a stealth game, they clearly did not focus on the stealth because it didn't do a very good job. So, that's some disappointment I have there. Maybe they'll fix that in the second one. If not, though, and I do record that game, you might be seeing me play with a lot less stealth and just a lot more gunning. Because, I don't know, I got really tired of some of the stealth near the end of this game, especially that DLC section. I was so tired of it, I was just ready to drop grenades everywhere. It was horrible. The silencer for the pistol didn't work very well because I did shoot someone with a silenced pistol and everyone around it heard, so it acted like it didn't do anything, so that was also disappointing. So, like I said, really good game. The stealth aspects, they needed to put more effort into the stealth. I don't know. I'm not a programmer, so maybe it's just more difficult than that. But, I've been spoiled by playing games like Splinter Cell, so, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being picky, but as a stealth game, it wasn't phenomenal. It was fun, and the game itself was great, but the stealth aspects were not that solid. Now, the story was great, and how you discovered it, and just walking around in the overworld, and you didn't see all that because I cut a lot of it out, but just listening to conversations of people, watching the world, listening to the radio podcasts and stuff, you got a real good feel for the political turmoil here, and how strongly people felt about this, and how some people took the middle ground, and they did a really, really good job about that. So the writers of the story and all that, the props to those guys. They're geniuses. That was awesome. I was not sorry about that at all in the slightest. Really impressed. That was a sign of a good game. And the cutscenes. Now, I saw some playthroughs the other day. I stumbled on a video, and it was like 7 games that don't tolerate your shit or something like that. And they talked about this one, and they showed the Xbox version. The Xbox version looks like crap. I'm proud to be a PC gamer, I guess. I didn't realize there was such a big difference between Xbox and PC versions. The Xbox one looks significantly lower quality. And I mean, this is a nice computer. My friend had a really nice computer, but, like, this isn't top of the line. And, it still shows, like, I'm not running everything at full graphics and full quality, and it still looks way nicer than the Xbox version. So, don't know what to say. I think Xbox 360. So, I don't know. That's cool. Are we near the end of the credits? I kind of hoped that it would be done by the time I was done talking, but it's not. I'm trying to think of anything else. The sounds are great. You know, a lot of people don't talk about the sound quality in games, but, like, the music was pretty good. There are a couple moments where it was pretty abrupt when it changed. That was kind of that kind of threw you off a little bit. But most of the sounds in the music was very well spot on. The augment system was pretty cool. I liked that a lot. And I did all the side quests, I think, and stuff like that. I did not get all of them, so it wasn't meant to create someone who could be a superhuman and have everything. You had to choose what you wanted to be. I appreciate that, and I like that. It also gives us some replay value. I'm not going to replay this. Really good game, but it's really long. Longer than most games I play, and especially for my channel. I don't, I think the only one that's been longer was Thief 1, and that was a horrible decision for me to play Thief 1. I do plan on recording Thief 2. I might actually do that after this one, because I want to get to the new Thief. But, Thief 1 was horrible. So, we'll see about that. It's still going. Oh my gosh. Credits, man. I like the ones where they go fast. I'd like to be able to read it if I want to, but if I don't need to, I'd like to skip it. Not that I don't care about any of these people. I really appreciate the work of every one of these people because they made this really awesome game. Is it just cycling through over and over again? Maybe not. Again, I'm gonna record until it hits the end so I can make sure. But I've seen these names before. Okay, I was wrong. It wasn't cycling through. It's done. Let's see if there's anything at the end.
You worry too much, Morgan. There's nothing we can't manage given time. She's here. I have to cut this short. Keep going through the wreckage. Maybe we'll find something we can use for the Morpheus initiative. Come in. Dr. Reed. We're so pleased you decided to join us.
Where else could I go?
No regrets, my dear. As Ariadne told Theseus before he entered the Minotaur's labyrinth, always forward, never left or right. You'll be very interested in our current project. We're breaking new ground.
Yes, the nanite virus chimera is quite intriguing. I'm looking forward to seeing the hybrid project up close, Mr. Page.
And so you shall. But please, call me Bob.
That was the ending line? Call me Bob. Really? It sounded like it was a big reveal, too, like, call me Bob. He must be a character in one of the older games or something. I feel like that's supposed to be significant, but since this is the only game in the series I've played, that doesn't mean anything to me. I'll do a little bit of research. I'll see what I can to see about it. But this is Deus Ex, or Deus Ex. Human Revolution. Director's Cut, specifically. Which has that horrible DLC that I wish was not there, isn't there? Okay, I think it's done. So, I think I'm going to stop the recording here. I don't think there's any more. I've really enjoyed this series. I've really enjoyed this game. I will have one more video showing all of the endings, just so we can see where it goes. And, yeah. I appreciate your time. Those of you who watched it, I'm still getting, I don't know, anywhere from 6 to 8 views on this. So I can't stress how much I appreciate that, because this has been a long series. And, it's been a lot of work to be able to keep this up while continually going to school, which I have to go back to studying immediately. So that hasn't ended, but I really appreciate those of you who stuck through here. And, yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna be thinking about this game for a while. Anyway, one more video. You all have a great day. I, Mr. BlubberButter. See you later. Bye.